amazing lobster raviolis from start to finish. As you see here, we've got the mixture for the pasta going, and there's the cooked lobster meat there. The pasta mixture is egg and mondacco flour. We make raviolis almost every day, 10 at a time in each one of those little dies. There's the die. The mixture is mascarpone cheese and lobster slipper meat. Just pushing the pasta down together here. Again, it's just egg and flour mixture, and then wrap it in plastic to keep it moist. And then completing the mixture of the lobster and the mascarpone cheese here, and 2 simple seasonings, just salt and pepper. And then this will all be folded together there, and then put into a pastry bag for the assembly then of the raviolis. There's the 2 dies, 10 each in there. The pasta's cut and now sheeted on a pasta sheeter to a fairly exacting size and thickness. We're trying to get it as thin as possible without it being or breaking when the pasta goes into the water. So it's nice and thin. Probably goes through that pasta sheeter at least 8 times, maybe 10 times. As you see, this is, even though it's sped up, this is the process that takes as long and is probably the most technical part of it, to know how thin to get the pasta. Because too thin is not good, but too thick creates kind of a chewy, doughy ravioli. So it's important that you just touch it. You have to feel it. It's the only way you'll know if the thickness is right. There's no exact setting. It varies at times, even depending on weather in the kitchen and how hot or cold the kitchen is. Egg wash to hold the edges together, rolled with a rolling pin to cut the edges, and then dropped onto the sheet tray. And then they'll be oiled on the top and quickly frozen. Pasta has to either be used immediately or it has to be preserved by freezing it. If you don't freeze it or don't use it immediately, the moisture in the filling will compromise the pasta and will start leaching through, and the raviolis will pop open. So they either have to be used immediately or frozen. So we'll put them onto these sheet trays. We get about 7 or 8 orders per sheet tray essentially, and then after they're frozen, they're broken into the little individual pieces here and held on the line in the freezer, and then into the pasta pot as needed. As you see here, they're just coming to a boil until they're totally soft, and we've done a nice creamy lobster veloute sauce for the raviolis here, and they'll be gently tossed in that lobster veloute. The veloute has little chunks of the lobster slipper meat in it as well. So from there, just onto the plate, and then simply garnished with lemon zest and fresh flat leaf parsley. That's it for our ravioli special that we're doing right now, the lobster veloute raviolis.